We love the Flash and you should too. Today we're going to be talking about Earth 2 because they've officially named the Earth that Jay Garrick is from. Earth 2 can be very confusing because there are multiple Earth 2s as well as a whole comic run called Earth 2. We're going to be talking about the original Earth 2, the one where Jay Garrick and Barry Allen first met. Now before we move forward, you need to know what Earth 2 basically is. The idea behind Earth 2 is that there's an infinite number of worlds out there with some small and some large changes that make them different from our own world. Now in DC, they like to throw the number 52 around as a number of worlds, but it's more of just a fun way to do it because they relabel the worlds to make them fit within that number all of the time. The whole concept was started when they wanted different versions of established heroes, so a new Superman or a new Batman. So whenever they decide they want to do something like a vampire Batman or an alternate version of the Flash, they claim it's on a different world. Hence Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, Earth 4, and Earth 5, all the way to Earth 52. Now Earth 2 first appears in the story Flash of Two Worlds, where Barry Allen ends up on an alternate Earth where Jay Garrick was the original Flash. In Barry's world, when they did the Silver Age reboot, Jay Garrick was nothing more than a fictional comic book character. And it turns out that on Earth 2, Jay has already been the Flash and he retired. And then Barry finds this out when he goes to meet him. Three of Jay's arch enemies end up joining forces, and Jay and Barry end up working together to defeat them. With the win, Jay announces that he's coming out of retirement, and Barry Allen goes back to his world, knowing that his childhood hero is a real person. Now this storyline was such a huge success that DC used Earth 2 as a way to revive many of its Golden Age heroes, letting the Silver Age heroes work with their Golden Age counterparts. This meant that Barry Allen worked with Jay Garrick, and even the Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, worked with Alan Scott. A few other ones did pop up, but those are the two most notable. Now before the Crisis on Infinite Earths, there were many adventures between the Silver Age and Golden Age heroes. It almost became an annual event. Justice League of America is where the Silver Age heroes were, and they teamed up with the Justice Society of America, which is where the Golden Age heroes were. One of the adventures was a Crisis on Earth 1 and a Crisis on Earth 2 that had the two teams working together to take out the crime champions. They consisted of villains from both worlds. The JSA decided that they would come out of retirement to take on a challenge from three of their most well-known enemies, the Fiddler, the Icicle, and the Wizard. The JLA was already fighting three of the crime champions, Kronos, Dr. Alchemy, and Felix Faust. During the fight, the three villains just disappeared, and it turns out that they got transported to Earth 2 where they met the Fiddler, the Icicle, and the Wizard. So this big group of villains decided to switch places, with the Earth 2 villains heading over to Earth 1, and they managed to defeat the JLA because the JLA was unfamiliar with these new villains. They did manage to use the Crystal Ball of Merlin to contact the JSA of Earth 2 and bring them to Earth 1 to help fight these new villains. And in this storyline, we did get to see the two Green Lanterns, Hal Jordan and Alan Scott, and the two Flashes, Barry Allen and Jay Garrick, work together. With the four of them using their combined powers, they did save all of the members of the JLA and the JSA, and they defeated the crime champions. I know, super confusing, but basically Earth 1 and Earth 2 teamed up to defeat all of the villains that came from both worlds. Now on the Crisis of Infinite Earth, they did work together to take down the Anti-Monitor, and at the end, Earth 2 vanished and it just didn't exist anymore. Some of the Earth 2 heroes remained, such as Jay Garrick, Power Girl, and Alan Scott, but many of the others vanished until the Infinite Crisis event when Kal-El, Lois Lane Kent, Superboy Prime, and Alexander Luthor returned from the paradise that they went to at the end of Crisis on Infinite Earth. Luthor wants to bring back the multiverses to create a perfect world, and Earth 2 returned briefly, but it was unpopulated. The only people that were there were the Justice Society, Kal-El, and Lois Kent. In the end, Earth 2 was combined with the primary Earth, and it formed what we now know as New Earth. A lot more crazy things did happen, but it wouldn't be until the New 52 event that we officially got a real Earth 2 again that would house Jay Garrick, Alan Scott, and all of their friends. Now, with the introduction of Earth 2 and Jay Garrick, do you think that we'll get to see the other heroes from Earth 2 appear? Adam Smasher is actually from Earth 2, so is that the home that he was promised to be able to return to when he defeated the Flash? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below because honestly, Earth 2 can get super confusing, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do with it, especially with the Legends of Tomorrow. I'm Benny for CTV, and I'll see you guys next time right here.